It's been a long break and I'm back with the fresh energy and exciting content. Thank you for your patience and continuous support. New videos are coming your way starting today. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel to stay updated. Let's pick up where we left off stronger than ever. So first of all, thank you guys for sharing your comments and for appreciating my videos. And I have seen that there are a lot of comments about sharing the master data, or it means like starting from the basic, how we can configure and set up the master data and what exactly all those master data to understand the concept. I am planning to start from the basic master data. First, we're going to understand all those master data which are pretty much important in SAP plant maintenance in order to execute the business processes, and then we will understand the configuration part, which is very important from the functional consultant point of view. And then we will understand, once the configuration is done, we will understand how to set up a work center, equipment, function location, all these master data in our system. So right now, if you can see my screen, I am on to the display work center master data, which is one of the key master data. Now there is a hierarchy of the master data, right? So for an example, you cannot straight away create a function location or an equipment because work center is required over there. So in order to execute your work in an order, you need to link with the work center. Okay, maybe at this time it is not clear, but slowly and slowly when we will move ahead, you will get to know what is the importance of the work center and why it is important. So please note that this is a part first video for the work center, where we will first understand the basic concept of the work center. It means what exactly a work center is, and then types of work center, okay, and importance of all those types and where we can use, and then the different tabs you can see here: basic data, default values, capacities, scheduling, costing. Okay, just ignore groups, it is not relevant to SAP plant maintenance at this moment. Okay, so please subscribe my channel so that once I will be releasing the part 2 of this work center video, you will get the updates and you won't miss it. Okay, and I am planning to release it soon once I finish this one. All right, so not wasting time, let us jump to the work center. So this is the initial screen of the work center, where the work center has been already created. So you can see work center is created at the plant level. So this is your work center and it is for this plant 1010, and this is your work center description, mechanical maintenance. Okay, so it means a mechanical maintenance work center has been created for Hamburg plant. Okay, and these are all values that we gonna discuss when we will be setting up the work center in the system. Okay, because there are a lot of stuffs right now which we cannot discuss at this moment, because we have to first understand the basic concept of the work center. All right, so let us jump into the PPT which I have prepared. Okay, and let's understand what is a work center. All right, so work centers in SAP PM can be individual persons, groups or machines responsible for carrying out maintenance work. It means work center can be a single person or a department. Okay, groups means a department, right? A group of people, machines, basically machines is integrated with our SAP production planning. So that's why machines can be a work center as well, which are responsible for carrying out maintenance work. All right, so moving on to the next slide. So types of the work center in SAP plant maintenance. First is responsible work center, handles the planning and scheduling of maintenance, which means a responsible work center is a work center which is responsible for maintaining the asset. Okay, so for maintaining the asset, what they're gonna do, they have to plan the maintenance work, and then they have to schedule it correctly, right, for the maintenance, because the technicians gonna perform all those maintenance activities. So scheduling is a important aspect over here. Okay, and we will discuss the scheduling part is very much important. Okay, so we will discuss how all these things are integrated with respect to the work center. Then the second type is performing work center, executes the actual maintenance task, okay, which means a technician can be a mechanical person or can be an electrical person or can be a civil person. Okay, I'm just putting examples. All right. So they will be responsible for performing the maintenance activities. It means they will be the performing work center. Okay. Now under the performing work center, there are costing integration as well, because it is not necessary. If I am a mechanical person, suppose I'm a fitter and I am charging $100 for an hour, it is not similar that, I mean, it is not likely to be like an electrical person will charge $100, or maybe he can charge low or greater than that. So everyone be having, I mean, based on the skill set, it might differ, right? So costing is an important aspect over here, so that we're gonna discuss as well, but not in this video. We will discuss in the next video. Okay. Then the third one is work center as production machine, used in integration with production planning. So what will happen here? Production planning people will create a work center as a machine, and then we do have our equipment and function location where we can integrate that machine work center, which is your production machine work center, with our SAP Plant Maintenance master data to get the availability of the assets. Because if it is in production, you cannot maintain the assets, you cannot do your maintenance activities, right? Once there will be a downtime, there will be no production, then you can execute your maintenance activities. So for that purpose, the integration has been provided by SAP. We will see that when we will jump to function location or equipment master data, then we can see how we can integrate a production work center with our plant maintenance. All right, so let us move to the next slide. Work center category. Now what is a work center category? Work center category determines the type of work center, controls the data allowed in its master record. Example: person, machine, group, etc. Okay, so let us go back to the SAP screen. I will show you what is the work center category. So if you will see here, right now it is 0005, which is the standard plant maintenance work center category. So it tells system, once I select this one, it tells system it is a plant maintenance work center. So based on that, you can see all these fields or these tabs. Okay, so maybe if you will select other work center category, maybe there are fields which are not available right now, but they will appear when you select a different work center category. So if I will click on the options here, so you can see, as I said, machine is there, labor is there, and plant maintenance is the standard. When there are a lot of like production line, processing unit, these are all production. Then project management as well, right? And then you can create your own as well. You can see these are not standard, this has been created by someone. Okay, so you can configure your own plant maintenance category, work center category, okay, based on the requirement. All right, so let us go back to the slide. Let us move to the next PPT. Key data in work center. So as I said, master data, work center master data is having basic data, name and description, then capacities, available capacity of the work center, scheduling used for calculating operation dates, then costing, links work center to cost center, and then HR assignment. Okay, so let us jump back again and I will show you. So this is all basic master data. Okay, uses only maintenance tasks list. I mean, these are all standard that we choose when while setting up this work center master data. Okay, 004. Now moving to capacity. So this is very important right now. So under the capacity tab, there is a capacity header button. If you will click over here, you will see there are a lot of fields, but the important fields I wanted to highlight here is start time is 8 AM and end time is 5 PM, and the length of break is 1 hour. Okay, so SAP is calculating 4 hour 80 minutes. How? Because we have given here only we are utilizing 60% of the capacity out of the 100%. And how many persons are working under this work center? So we do have 3 persons working on this work center. So based on that, per individual the capacity is 4 hour 80 minutes, and if I will multiply with 3, it will become 14 hours 40 minutes. Okay, and there is no overload as well. Okay, so these all planning details are related to capacity planning that we will see further once we will complete the SAP Plant Maintenance master data, because it is a different subject which we cannot discuss right now. So this is all about capacity. And then scheduling part, if I will go to scheduling, so this is the standard formula that we have to put over here. Okay, process deviation. So if you will click here, you will get the information here. Okay, so this is used for calculating the operating time. Okay, and for more information you can put work dimensional time and work unit hour. Okay, and then go to the costing here. So based on this combination, controlling area, cost center, and this activity type, our labor costs are getting determined. It might be not clear for you guys right now, because once you will jump to the maintenance order, that is your transactional data. So once we start executing all those stuffs, then it will be clear. So right now, just for understanding, note it down that this costing tab is having activity type and cost center. So based on this, and it is at this controlling area level, so based on this only your labor costs are getting determined under the maintenance order. Okay, so if I will go to the HR assignment, let me choose the capacity HRMS. So here right now there are no person assigned here. So as you can see in slide, it is telling assign personnel to work center under the HR assignment. So that's right. So you can assign the person. So 3 persons are working in this work center. So you can add those persons over here based on the person name or the maybe the position they are having. Okay, but what will happen, suppose in your organization there are 10 managers, and definitely for those there will be only one position ID which is unique. So if you will put that position ID here, it will bring all those 10 managers, 10 employees over here. So that is not our requirement. I need to only add 3 persons which are assigned to this work center, mechanical maintenance. Okay, so you have to, what you have to do, select person over here. Okay, so, and then you have to add that person. So right now I am into this display mode. Maybe let me go to the change mode. I will see. Okay, let me copy this. Don't worry about the T code right now, guys. I will share you each and everything. Okay, I'm just trying to show you the basic functionalities. Okay, go to HRMS, then assignment, person, and then create. Okay, and then here you can put the employee ID which is getting created into the SAP HR system, human resource system. Okay, so for an example, I wanted to add this person over here. So look here, this person has been assigned over here. Okay, and I will save it. So if you will go back, so look here, this person is assigned to this work center. Now based on that, the utilization, the scheduling, all those things will happen. Okay, now let us proceed. So now what is the importance of work center overall? Work centers are crucial in planning, as I said, executing and costing of maintenance tasks. They link operations with the resources, ensuring efficient task management and resource utilization. So it means work center is doing everything. It is doing planning, it is helping you in the execution of the maintenance activities and the determination of the cost under the maintenance orders. Not the actual cost, but the planned cost. Okay, and they link operations with resources, ensuring efficient task management and resource utilization. Okay, but when you actually do the work and post confirmation, then the actual cost will also get determined from the work center costing as well. Okay, So I'm going too deep right now because you guys will not understand right now. So just grab those basic ideas, and then once I will get back with another video which will be part 2 work center. I will try to clarify all those things, but you know there are a lot of things which we cannot discuss and clarify in one video. Okay, so that's why I'm telling you, please subscribe my channel if you really wanted to learn SAP plant maintenance from basic and wanted to improve your skill in SAP plant maintenance and wanted to understand the basic concept of each and every master data, the transaction data, small things, because there are so many things in SAP and small things does matter, right? In interviews also, interviewer can ask anything. So please do subscribe my channel, and you are free to comment if you do have any doubts, or you can email me as well, which I will be mentioning in my video description. I will get back to you once I will get that email. So until that, enjoy your time and have a good day, and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you.